Well, here I am back at Russell-Shea State Forest in Concord, New Hampshire. It's Sunday morning, March 3rd. It's about 45 to 50 degrees out. There's the car that I'm going to operate from. And this is the closest state park to my house. I drove about 2 miles to get here. And if you can see that condo complex over there, I work at a church that is just on the other side of that. So after this activation, I'll be heading over there to get ready for our Sunday morning services. It really is a beautiful day. It rained last night, so everything's a little bit wet. And I tried an activation here yesterday. I called CQ for about 15 minutes. I was only able to make one contact because I couldn't spot myself on the POTA website. There was an issue with it. So I tested it this morning. And this morning I was able to enter the park identifier and have it come up as a valid park. So I'm hoping I can make a few more than one contacts today. And I'm going to go spot myself, get the camera set up in the car, then we'll get started. I forgot to mention that I'll be on 40 meters this morning, frequency 7.064. That was Maine. turn the engine back on so I don't run the battery down. So I get about an S4 noise level when the engine's idling. But I need it because I don't want to run the 12-volt battery down. This is too bad. I think I'm going to have to turn my output power down. Turn my output power down so I can run low power and turn the engine off. So let's see if we can run QRP here, which will be 5 watts, 5%. Let's turn the engine off again. And there goes the noise. Okay, let's try it now. Well, clearly I was getting out better with 100 watts. We'll have to see what we can do. I'll keep calling CQ for a bit. I do have plans to run some stainless steel braid between the doors and the hatchback and the main body to try and reduce the noise. But I'm waiting for the weather to get a little warmer to do that. All right, so let's try turning the engine back on and run in 100 watts again, and hopefully let's get plenty of strong stations to call me. I feel bad when a weaker station, a QRP guy, is calling me and I can't hear him. But hopefully the engine, I don't know if you can see in the dash that said the hybrid battery is pretty low. Once that goes up a couple of bars higher, the engine should turn off. And I'm not really running anything else here. So, as far as accessories, so hopefully it won't stay on too long. Okay, here we go. can see the engine's already turned off again. Okay, I hear a V station in there. I heard him. There we go. KB3OMJ. Pennsylvania. K2 UPD. Kentucky. You can hear the noises up again. I heard KC1MX. .579. Another station from Maine. Messed that up. Okay, well, I've definitely done my 10. KC3VYK. I sent him a 5-4. Let's try that again. These paddles make me mess up. Okay. Pennsylvania. WD4AWD as an all-wheel drive. So he's in Tennessee. WR1W. Hey, Massachusetts, wonderful. KD3CA, I don't know if that's K. Okay, KD3CAK. Give me 539 in Pennsylvania. KC8ZWP. these paddles are giving me a lot of problems. They're not quite at the right angle, so I tend to make a lot of mistakes, and they're kind of big and clunky. I'm looking for some N9 VWN. Didn't get his state, but that's okay. So as I was saying, I'm looking forward to getting some smaller, lighter paddles that I can put at a slightly different angle, because I'm making a lot of mistakes this morning. KB8 PGW. .599 into Michigan. Well, I'm going to wind things down here soon. I'll call CQ a couple more times. If no one comes back, I'll finish up and get into work. DBP. Ohio. So I'm going more by ear for the estuary. Whoops. W8GSR, it's 1405. More Ohio. Okay, so I'm going to change pages here. two things at once. All right, so the engine's kicked in. Let's just turn it off for these last couple contacts. And it's 1406. Okay, we might be winding down, which will be a good thing. I'll do one more CQ. All right, so we are going to end this activation. I got a whole page of contacts here. So I know I got my 10 that I needed to have it count as an activation, which will actually put me tied on the leaderboard for this park, because the most activations from one ham has been 3 activations here, and this is my 3rd successful activation. I think since this one is so close to home that I'm going to be making quite a few activations from here. So lessons learned from this activation: definitely I need to replace these paddles. You know, they work okay, but the angle's not quite right, and like I said, they're kind of on the clunky side, so I tend to make mistakes with these, especially if I get thinking about other things. And then the other thing is I really do need to address the issue of the engine noise when the engine's running on this car. It seems not to bother me when I'm making contacts while driving. So I don't know if maybe when the engine's been kicking in this morning, it's been specifically to charge the hybrid battery that's getting low, or maybe that's the 12 volt. It's probably the 12 volt battery it's charging. Maybe that's different than when the engine's just running when I'm driving for the most part, but I don't notice the noise problems quite so much when I'm driving down the highway. Boy, it's really nice and quiet when the engine's off though. So I do have plans probably within the next couple of months to try to bond all the doors and the hatchback to the body. And then if that doesn't completely solve the problem, I guess I'll have to think about the exhaust system. I'm not too thrilled with the thought of getting underneath the car, but I'll do it if I have to. And by the way, I do have continuity. When I installed the K400 mount on the hatchback, I used a multimeter, and I have continuity from the mount to the main body of the car. So I thought maybe that would be enough, but I'm guessing it's not a good RF ground. It's just a DC ground. Anyway, that's it from here. I'm going to head off to work and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. So 73, and thanks for joining me.